Hello, welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry, and today we're going to be working on the fourth layout with the Bring Back My Pack More Magical papers. This is the last layout in this series. Now, this was a paper pack that Close to My Heart featured back in August, but I had so much going on in August that I just ran out of time filming and did not get to it. Now that I'm not a consultant, I'm going to change up this layout just a little bit and make it more my own. So I'm going to be using Close to My Heart products, I'm going to be using off-market products, I'm going to be using retired products. Whatever my hands lay on is what I'm going to use in this layout. Now, during the planning stages, I was going to use embossing powders, but I've since changed my mind this morning because I don't feel like dragging it all out. So what is, and the way it turns out is the way it turns out. And let's go and find out how that's going to be. If you have the cutting guide for this layout, I'm almost following the cutting guide to the letter. Not quite, but almost there. My journaling is bigger, so I had to go ahead and mat my journaling early to make it fit how I wanted it to fit. And I went ahead and matted my photos really quickly. So we're going to do like I always do, and we're going to separate our projects really quickly. So this is that one, that one, that one, that one. 1, 2. Don't know where you go. Oh, you go here. Are you the same size? You're the same size, so you go there. Go there. You go there. You go there, and you go there. And instead of the white and gold ribbon, I'm going to use silver shimmer trim because I feel like making a change. So I'm going to go ahead and set the right side aside. Move this stuff out of our way really quickly. And I know I need to dovetail this one. Now, if you're wondering about the lighting, I have changed sides of the room that I am filming on. I got a little tired of falling out of the bar stool, so Mikey helped me get moved to my normal crafting area that I play in. Unfortunately, it does not have a window on this side of the room, so there's shadowing in the lighting, and the lighting is a bit off. When we get moved into the larger studio, which is right next door, I'm going to be in front of a huge window, which might pose the opposite problem. It might cause some whiteout. But we'll see. That's going to be a bit yet because now it is cold outside. Can't paint because it's too cold. So we're going to have to wait until it's painting season. And building season, because Mike can't get in the garage. It's a little chilly. It's not worth him lopping off a finger just because I want a new desk. And this one, I made a little bit of a bad cut. There's a little bit of red on the edge, so I'm going to trim that down really quickly. I actually cut these papers in August because I had every intention of getting them filmed, and it just did not happen. So the first thing we're going to do is lay it out. Okay, I'm going to be using red line tape. This is tape that I'm actually trying to get rid of. I used to buy it at Michael's, and then I found score tape, and score tape has changed my life. So I still have this stuff. I'm trying to get it used up. So I'm going to be kind of intermingling the two tapes. This stuff is good. It's just a little difficult to work with, to where the score tape is much easier to work with. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the length of this. Oh, not that one. Put you back where you belong. Let's grab this one. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. Stand up. Mikey moved over my ribbon and ink station also to where everything is more within my reach, because it never failed when I was working on the bar stool. What I wanted was behind me on the other wall. Fold that over and fold that over. Okay, so those are the starting. And then we've got this. I have a feeling I need to cut some off the bottom. I will, okay. They wanted it to come all the way to the top, but why cover it when I can cut this off the bottom and I can still use it on another layout, which is why I did it that way. Why waste the paper? I'm going to try and get this as centered as possible. But the world is not going to fall down if it's not completely centered. See, now I can save this for another layout. Okay, do this one first. Go like that. It goes like that. Okay. Make sure my layout is straight. Okay, so I'm going to really quickly just set these down. I'm not going to tape them down yet because I need to stamp right there. So this is a stamp set that comes with the kit, and I'm going to take off the one that says, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." It's a quote from Disney. Season it because I haven't used this one before. Now the one nice thing, there's a bad thing and there's a good thing about having a tabletop that is stainless steel. The bad thing is it has quite a bit of glare right now because of the lighting that I'm having to use. So I've got paper off to the side to where it doesn't blind you. But the good part is I can take a regular bar magnet, and if there's something on my layout I don't want to move while I'm working, it will stay perfectly. We're just inking up my stamp. And I love how I can see completely through my stamp. And there you go. Close this up before I put my fingers in it. I'm going to take just a moment and clean my stamp. These stamps are not cheap. They are an investment, so I try to take a moment while I'm crafting and clean it. It's kind of like what you would do with your really nice cookware. You clean it after you use it. You don't just leave your nice expensive frying pan on the stove. You clean it afterwards. So same thing with the stamp. So let that dry for just a moment. While that's drying, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this one. Oh, I can't move it because it's got the magnet. Okay, so what came with, the embellishments that came with this layout were the black and white dots, but I have black and white dot fatigue going on right now, so I found my enamel hearts that are long retired, but they fit this layout, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. Now I'm going to put down my photographs once the ink is dried, just a hair, because I don't want to smear the ink. I think I'm going to add a bow. I think I'm going to do the silver because I have the silver shimmer trim. Okay. Those are some long retired bows. They're not meant to go with this paper pack, but I'm going to use it anyway. So there's side one. Let me flip over and get side two. So again with this one, I'm going to cut the red off a little bit. I am really liking this new placement of where I'm filming because I'm able to hold my hands in a more natural position and hopefully keep my head out of the frame. So hopefully this works out best for all of us, minus the little bit of shadowing that's going on because that's driving me crazy, so it has to be driving you crazy. Now all I have to do is get my new chair that I got for Christmas. We have to order it, and all will be right with the world again. Today's a good day. It's not squeaking, but normally it squeaks. My current chair. And the pleather is flaking off. I won't show it in videos because it looks so hideous. Okay, we'll put you back. Makes it easier to clean up because everything is right there within reach. Ah, it's stuck on me. Fold over and fold over. This is going to be the same as the other one, where I'm going to do it like this and then trim off the end. Before I do that, I've got a little bit of adhesive down here, so I'm going to just take a little adhesive eraser and erase it off. So that this is still a usable end for my scrapbooking. There we go. Save this piece for some scrapbooking. Now, this here, I want to make sure butts up to the other side. So I'm going to bring the other side over. sure they're even. Take my bar magnet, just set it down so nothing moves. Ooh, I just realized something about this side of the room. I think you guys might be able to hear my pipes. And I did this one backwards. So on the other page, this is on top of this one. On this one, this page is on top of this one. I did that on purpose because my journaling is a little bit bigger, so I wanted to make sure I had room for my journaling, and I also want to put a castle over on this side. And I wanted it to be not like there was a castle just floating out in the middle of nowhere. I wanted it to have a cohesive, this is where it's supposed to be. So that's why it's like this. So because I've got everything laid out the way I want it at the moment, we're going to go ahead and stick the bar magnet down so nothing moves. I'm going to get my pewter ink out and the castle. I have something on my castle. Oh, it picked up paper. Okay, that's odd. I set it down on a piece of paper over here to put it on my block, and it picked up some of the paper. There, that's better. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And I went pewter because I wanted it to be a little bit darker. They're using like a silver embossing powder or even a whisper, but I wanted it to be, because the black is so black, I wanted it to be a little bit darker. So that's why I went a little bit darker on my color scheme. Cleaning my stamp really quickly. But I wanted the castle to have a definite I go here, which is why I flipped those papers. Oh, there's another thing on here I wanted to show you really quickly. Let me show you this before I forget. So this photo right here, I didn't take that photo. Anytime a park offers to sell you a CD of your photographs and extra photographs, do it. Because not only is it going to have the photographs that they take of you all throughout the park, but it's also going to have stock photos that we just can't get. It's going to have gorgeous professional photos in there that they take when the park is closed. They take with the characters, and we just can't get those photos. So it's so worth it to go ahead and pay the money to get the CD, because once you pay for it, you can use it. And I just printed this off my little Canon selfie, so I didn't even have to worry about taking it to Walgreens or anything. It's just right off my selfie. Printed it myself, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So again with the enamel dots. You are not behaving. There you go. These have been on the carrier sheet for a little while, so they aren't wanting to come off the carrier sheet very easily. So let me bring it all in. So layout 1, hold it up so you can see some of the detail. Layout 2, and then together. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are 112 different things that you could be doing on your Sunday morning, and I am so very thankful you choose to spend it with me. Until next time, have a great week. Bye-bye.